How long did it take you to figure out the race of the MAGA bomber when you heard they negotiated with him for several hours, talked about his personal issues, and then took him alive? How long did...
We knew it before he pulled up.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
White guy!
He was able to park anywhere near the Capitol building, told us he was white.
Exactly.
Rolled up on the sidewalk? Please. On the sidewalk? You done lost your mind.
He was having, apparently, some personal issues, which is weird because you never hear what issues black people might be having before they are, shot when they're unarmed. And yes?
No, apparently,
no, you don't.
When white men in this country have anything happen to them, whatever they do, whether it be kill someone, attack the police, an insurrection, that's okay. They're having an emotional day.
Yeah.
Apparently, they get to talk it out. They get to bitches get to hug it out, talk it out for several hours. This went on for several hours, live streamed, right? This guy.
He was having a hard day, Stephanie. I don't know what your problem is.
Fox News says there's no motive. There's no motive. However, he said the revolution starts today, Joe Biden. And then he ranted, I'm one of 5, which apparently he wasn't. But okay. Fox News calls that motive undetermined so far, even though it was every Fox and Trump talking point.
He's a patriot, and he shows that by attacking the country.
What's happening in Afghanistan? I mean, he is a domestic terrorism. Dino Badala was on today, calls him, they're MAGA terrorists. They're Trump terrorists. Until he is held accountable. Yes, I mean, he is the number one cause of domestic and foreign terrorism right now, right? I mean, what's happening in Afghanistan and what's happening here.
Yeah, I cannot get my mind around how it is okay for the Republicans to actively root against this country and at the same time to actively in front of our faces be planning an insurrection, support domestic terrorism, and then say we don't want the Afghanistanis here, but you know what, they're really good people that Biden isn't helping. Like, they're all over the there's no such word as hypocrisy for them.
Yeah.
And I don't want to hear anything out of them. Stephanie, you were right. You said it earlier this week. The only person we need to hear from with critique over Afghanistan is Representative Barbara Lee.
Yes.
That's the only person we need to hear from.
Yes. Who's America's early warning system?
Black ladies.
Thank you. Who's the one woman that's getting 94% of her county vaccinated in Alabama? A black lady, right? Like, must you guys do everything? I mean, seriously. It's
clearly. We must.
Yes. Line up, kiss Barbara Lee's ass. But I just, okay. This bomber, I don't know. Is this coded racism, Frangela? He said in this through the video stream, you thought the South wasn't coming. Well, Joe Biden, the South has come. What do you think that means? What do you think that means, Frangela? Is that South was rising again? What does that? Is it a code?
I think code is too big a word for them.
Yeah.
I think that and it's the thing. They just say it. They're just saying it's not even the quiet thing.
Yeah.
We have finally got to a point where people are recognizing that the actual base of the GOP is just straight up racist. Yeah. Like they at least people are seeing that now, and because most of my adult life I've been told that's a lie and not fair, and there are good there are Republicans who don't go, no, that's the platform. The platform is white supremacy.
Yeah.
It always, in my view, always has been.
And this
except for that one Lincoln. That was it.
Yeah, and this suspect, before he took off to drive to D.C., he shared a video from Donald Trump Jr., right? His Facebook page trashed Biden about Afghanistan, all the Fox News talking points. He said the American people will take care of the Taliban after we take care of ours, he wrote. He's criticized Greta Thunberg, North Carolina Governor Ray Cooper, who's a Democrat. I mean, it's just... But this is what we were saying. If you're watching Fox News, it literally on the Chiron says, no motive yet. It's like, oh, no, okay. Yeah.
And you know what? And let's say the quiet thing loud. We're all expecting more of this craziness to come out of the woodwork. The longer that their quote unquote president doesn't get reinstated, doesn't get reinstalled, every moment that that their war doesn't happen, we can expect. I expect to see more of this. I expect to see more attacks on the Capitol. I expect to see more people come out and snap like this.
And speaking of our early warning system, Malcolm Nance told us how every week his new book is about it. The Department of Homeland Security sent out a bulletin last week warning there could be more increase of violence by domestic extremists due to a series of conspiracies about Trump. The rhetoric online, they said, strikingly similar to that before January 6th. Many comments about the system being broken, encouraging people to take action into their own hands, bring out the gallows. I mean, first of all, there's got to be accountability for January 6th. And the problem, Frangela, is we're going to see more of this lone wolf stuff because January 6th was a target, a day, an actual process that they were trying to stop. But now it just feels in some ways more dangerous, right? Because there's a bunch of crazy lone wolves, right?
Oh, yeah, and they've normalized insurgency.
Right.
So when you literally say that was a normal day of tourism, what you've said to people who were already crazy, right? Who are already, and I mean that clinically, who are people who are already way past, that needed help if they were not getting it, who are not hinged. Those people, now their behavior seems right in line. So for them, I don't even know if you can consider that person a lone wolf. They see themselves as pre-martyrs. Like they are doing what is absolutely right and righteous according to the GOP.
And it's the same characters. Mo Brooks put out a statement condemning the actions of Floyd Ray Roseberry, but then saying he understood it, right? He said, although this terrorist motivation is not yet publicly known. Generally speaking, I understand citizenry anger directed at dictatorial socialism and its threat to liberty, freedom, and very fabric of American society. There is nothing even close to socialism going on in this country. No. And it's okay. But this is the same congressman that should be in jail already for January 6th.
Thank you. You know what? Why don't we pretend that the insurrectionists are black people just trying to go about their day?
Yeah.
Then maybe we can get them arrested. Mm-hmm. Because I mean, we got black people in jail for voting at the wrong precinct after being told they could, but we can't put these people in jail. That's taken too long. Like, I can't with this. And I also, at the base of everything for me is end the filibuster. Stop. Get the voting rights legislation together. I am sick of this. I don't need a bridge as much as I need to vote. Get that done.
Yep. Karen, real quick in Chicago. Hello, Karen. Welcome. Hello, Karen in Chicago.
It's not like this guy. Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah.
It's okay. Sorry. It's not that like he was selling cigarillos or trying to pay for something with a $20 bill. Mm-hmm. He was just threatening to blow up the Capitol.
Yeah.
And remember when?
And he got hours of free counseling and then a public airing of his personal issues that he's dealing with. Because none of the rest of us are dealing with any personal issues. Yeah.
No, none. But here's the thing. Remember when it was impolite for Senator Warren to call Jeff Sessions a racist and unfit to serve as AG, and Mitch McConnell was all hair on fire? Well, they have insurrectionist Marjorie Trader Greene and people like Lauren Boebert, and they're calling the President of the United States a POS. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, they can spare us their outrage about language and and civility. It's ridiculous. There's a double standard. There's a racial double standard in this country, and there's a political double standard. And Kevin McCarthy, why Matt Gaetz still has his committee assignments, why Marjorie Trader Greene has not been expelled is beyond me. This is enough is enough.
Justice is. It might be coming, but it's late, and it needs to. We don't want the same.
Too much money for them.
We don't want the same excuse about the 405 justice. You should have left earlier.
Yeah, it's the reality here is that they are generating more donations, more money than anybody else in their party.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They are the new face of the GOP. They are the GOP.
Yep. Absolutely. 20 minutes. Thank you, trainee.
Wow.
20 minutes. Wow.
Jody, keeping Stephanie on time.
Oh, Jody's getting very dictatorial. She's a dictatorial socialist.